field of six lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's third race. Let's go back up for the call to Vance Cameron.
Listen, Linda Lou, Saul's Brooklyn, Apple Pie Moonshine. Whiskey Station, Smiling in Heaven, Animosity are at the top of the stretch. Here they come. The Ralphin pacing, Smiling in Heaven leaving from the outside on the rail. Listen, Linda Lou in between horses. Apple Pie Moonshine third. Fourth on the turn is Saul's Brooklyn. Whiskey Station away fifth. Animosity will trail in the early going. Who will lead in the early going? That's Smiling in Heaven. In line to Mark Campbell up front on the lead to the quarter. In the two-hole is Listen, Linda Lou, racing from third. That's Apple Pie Moonshine. Saul's Brooklyn's in fourth. Fifth is Whiskey Station, and Animosity sees them all in sixth. They arrived at the quarter in 30. And one, Smiling in Heaven, is the fraction setter with Campbell. They're over to the 3/8 pole with the lead. In the two-hole, that is Listen Linda Lou coming out of the turn third. That's Apple Pie Moonshine on the move forward. Now, Whiskey Station underway. Saul's Brooklyn on the cones is fifth, and the gapped out trailer, that is Animosity at the midway point. Smiling in Heaven will get them halfway home. First up and after the leader, that is Whiskey Station, the half mile in 1 minute and 4. In the pocket, third, Listen Linda Lou, racing from fourth. Apple Pie Moonshine. Fifth is Saul's Brooklyn, trailing the field. Animosity, they're going to three-quarters, Smiling in Heaven at the rail. Whiskey Station on the outside. Up third now on the outside, Apple Pie Moonshine. Listen Linda Lou at the rail, fourth. Saul's Brooklyn, fifth. And the trailer, Animosity, 130. And 3 down at three-quarters. Smiling in Heaven is still there with an 8 to go. Apple Pie Moonshine went back to the cones. Now second. Whiskey Station third. Listen Linda Lou fourth. Down the stretch they come. Smiling in Heaven almost there. Here's Apple Pie Moonshine coming to her on the outside. Apple Pie Moonshine wins for Paul Angel. Smiling in Heaven second best. Whiskey Station third. 201 and 4.
Well, not how I drew it up, but the same result 3-5-4 here in this third race. Smiling in Heaven does have that great gate speed. She raced good from off the pace for Campbell last time out, but today, listen to Linda Lou off that tough trip on front last time out, 57-3. Murner taking things a little more tentative tonight from the rail and very happy to take that two-hole ride. 30-1, Smiling in Heaven and Campbell led the way. Minute 4/5, 1:30-3 to the three-quarters. Langell, perfect drive here as he scooted up in behind Whiskey Station, was able to tuck right into that two-hole around the last turn and got a nice ride around that last turn, covered up, back out for the stretch drive, and up for the win she goes. And she goes back to back in 2:01 and 4. That's a big trip tonight on the off track variant, 2 seconds on the track tonight. And again, a real good effort for Apple Pie Moonshine and Langell as they go back to back. And we'll see them back in the Crown Rust Protection Winner's Circle in just a moment.
Apple Pie Moonshine arriving at the Crown Rust Protection Winner's Circle in the third. Bay pacing Philly 3 by Bet the Moon off the Oy Vey Dam. Dapple Apple. Owned by Colin Murphy of Albany and Luke Burke of Donaldston. Bred by Brett McDonald of Freeland, Ontario. trained by Luke Burke and driven to victory by Paul Angel. Time of the mile in 2:01 and 4. Apple Pie Moonshine, give her 2 in a row at Charlottetown.